Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Clark from the gun, he'll throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clark. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Looking to throw on second down. Clark. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Clark to throw. Operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKinney. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Back to throw. Clark. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Looking to throw. Clark. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start. Offense.
That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle.
Still first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Perry. Now Clark looking to throw on second down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still third down.
The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Clark now. Off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Set. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
All right, here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Clark to throw on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Clark on first down, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Clark to throw on first and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKinney. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So we're at halftime here at Happy Holidays. Larry, your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Marshall, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Clark. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Clark. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Marshall. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Out on onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw. Clark. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Green 39! Green 39!
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Blue landing! Blue landing!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Lions emerging victorious. Golden Tate, a terrific game for him, over 100 yards receiving, including a touchdown. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go now. Green.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.